Hello, Internet. This is Handsome Dan, and we are back playing Railbound, which is a train game where, I've already done World 2, where you build, you need to connect these trains to or these cars to the back of the engine. And I am guessing that we haven't seen this before. This appears to be a switch that raises this swing arm. So let's find out if that's what they're trying to teach us here. Yeah, car goes over that green switch, green swing arm goes up. Now I'm guessing we're going to get other colors. All right, this has to go over the green switch. That might work. Find out. Okay. The cars, if there's more than one car, they have to go on the back of the train in order. Huh. Well, this has to get here. That'll do that. I think that does it. Now, that's not me being super clever. That's the, just throwing tracks on the ground and having it work out. All right, so... Oh, I'm out of track. Can't do that. I mean, I could do that, but then 2 is going to be ahead of 1. Now, what that suggests to me is that I need to try to incorporate this one instead. Ooh, can I do something? I don't think that's going to work. I think 2 is going to get ahead of 1. No, it didn't even. Okay, my thought is... So 1 goes over both. Excuse me, let something go down my throat. And let me go back there. This doesn't have to be gone over just once, or this doesn't have to be switched just once. We ended up switching it 3 times. So 1 gets both of them, and 2 gets this one, and that opened it up for both cars to go through. You might have also seen when we were on the map that there's a... I gotta be missing something. That seems too easy. That there was a side level. Okay, no wonder it seems too easy. Okay, that's not going to work because 2 is going to be released as soon as it gets there. So I think 2 is going to have to go and wait at that one. One is going to release 2. No, that's not going to work. So right now, well, I can push space. Right now, 2 is going to wait at that second one. So I need to figure out how to get 2 to go another... How to hit that switch a second time. Well, no, because then even if I do that, I'm not going to be able to switch this. What about that? Oh, I got it. Not sure I expected to get that. Huh. No, the problem there is okay, a problem is that I can't use that as a switch. So this is going to have to turn around. No. I'm going to push space, and you see the problem. Oh, do I have extra tracks? I have 4 extra tracks. Let's try that. Hey! Kind of didn't expect to get that. That was accident. Okay, now we have 2 different color switches. And the fact that that's like that suggests I need to do this. Except I can't do that because that's just going to loop forever. So 1 goes... How am I supposed to connect to this? I don't know that that's going to work, but it might. All right. Now, in the previous videos, if you watched them, you notice, oh, great googly. Great googly moogly is what I'm trying to say. I didn't seem to have much trouble with the regular levels. I'm pointer around the 3/8. Where I had trouble was the side levels, the advanced levels. And we'll attempt those. There, see, it just opened 3.8a. All right. 1 clearly has to go through here to free 2. And 2 has to go here to free 1, I think. No, 2 has to go here to free 1. And then 1 has to go here to free them both. All right, we saw these tunnels in the last video. If you go in one tunnel, you come out the other tunnel. Now, I think that has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it can't be. I think that'll do it. You notice how the train cars wobble as they go around corners. I think that's kind of cool. I mentioned that in the first video. All right. So we know we need to go in there. And that's going to pop that open. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Oh, okay, that's it. We got an achievement. Going first, I think that says in little letters. I mean, I'm zoomed in for the camera, but going first. And it's a nice little picture of a palm tree in the way of the tracks. Now, I have it in my head. Well, I mean, I live in Vegas, and there's plenty of palm trees around, but I have it in my head that palm wood is very soft. And I wonder what would happen if a locomotive hit a palm tree at more or less full speed. But okay, now let's go back and do some of these side levels. And my usual pattern has been these have been tough for me. Okay, I don't feel like this is going to be that tough. All right. So here, I'm out of track. What if instead of that, we do that? No, because then red is going to go up and then down. I need a couple more track pieces to do it this way. So what if instead, that way we go over the green twice. All right, let's try that. The light green, I mean. All right. Looks like I'm spelling something there. CCO or CCP. Holy crap. All right, 2 needs to go through light green, dark green, purple, light green. This was a problem I had in an earlier level. It was automatically connecting to the next track, kind of disguising the solution for me. Now I got to do dark green again. Oh no, because light green will already be up. So we'll be hanging, we'll be going through a lot of this. Okay, I'm just going to try this and see what we get if train car 1 is going to get hung up. Yes. We also have the problem that whatever I do, train car 2 is going to have to come through here. So maybe the trick is to go through in a different order than we see these. And we just have to hit all 4 colors once. Or 3 times. So we hit dark green 3 times, we hit the rest of the colors once. I think we got this. All right. I feel kind of proud I got that one, actually. What am I missing? Why is this look like it's supposed to be so hard? Oh, I kind of see now. Maybe. I mean, can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I think they'll crash. Yeah. So clearly there's a trick somehow where we have to go over the green twice. That might be it. I'm going to have to come up with a different name than light green, dark green. Okay, we have to get the green twice. So here we need that. Go out, come back. Get the green once, and come back. Although, wait a minute. Oh no, because we have to hit this. Which means we have to hit this twice. So that's right. Question is, how do I add 2 more tracks and connect this? Oh wait, duh. I think that's it right there. Because it's going to be turned around. Yeah, okay. Silly me. All right, so we have to hit this green. But I'm out of track. Oh, we can go the other way. All right, I think that's it. That's not it. All right, let's think about this. I feel like I'm close, like something like this is correct. But how do I hold up the second train or second car? Oh, I thought of a way. I could send 2 back around the loop again. Problem there is I don't think... Oh no, that's not going to work, because when it comes back, it's going to try to go this way. If I had another... No, that wouldn't work. Press play again. And I do feel like the trick is I have to send this back around to slow it down. Problem is, when I do that, 1 is going to be here already. I mean, it's going to still be there. You know, if I could add more track, I could do that and connect it. I mean, oops. That's not the answer, but I'm going to press play. And yeah, they get stuck. If I did something like this, then no, when 1 comes back, it's going to try to go this way. I feel like this lower part has got to be right. I just don't see how to hold up 2 long enough for 1 to come back. Now, I did actually go looking for help on the internet and not find any. Which means when I do get this, it'll be the first solve on YouTube. But I have to think about it. Let's try... that. Huh. All right, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's try it. All right, I got it. All right, so that's first solve of 310B on the internet, or at least on YouTube. Now, like before, that may not be true. It's possible that somebody did solve it on YouTube, but then didn't use a good title or a good description to help solve the level. All right, so I feel like 1 has to go this way. And 2 as it stands, I think we have, oh wait, can we just do this? No. That's not going to work either. So 1 goes through there, and all these are right. Now the question is, how do I get both cars? Well, that's going to have to follow that. Oh no, because then we get both cars. What if we do this? And then... Wait, okay, let's push play, because I'm not sure what's going to happen right now. Okay, it's just going to go around forever. So... let's try that. Oh, I see the problem. Problem is, I'm also not sure how to fix it. No, because that'll just end up putting down... All right. No, we don't want that. Wait. Oh yeah, 2 is going to go forever the way this is. I'm going to set this up to do this, just because I want to see what happens with arm 1 after the car 1 gets out of the way. Okay, so the arms are exactly how the switches say they should be. So another experiment is, where are the arms going to be after 2 switches, the outside one, and 1 switch to the light green? Okay, so even though it's been switched twice since the car was in the way, I feel like I'm way off base here. Let's go back to sending 1 through here. And then see what we get. Oh, we get an infinite loop. Is there a way we can just send 2 more or less straight through? Send 2 through backwards. Does that do anything for us? Well, I've set it up that I think they're going to crash. And I definitely don't have a way for them to get to the end. What about something like that? Oh, no, I can't set up a switch here. You know, sure I can. Okay, I think I might be onto something. Problem is, I haven't got. No, I've just got the. Okay. And two. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's any different than just doing this. So we get all 5, which is what we need. No, because we have to be able to go in there. Ugh. Well, no, we don't want 2 following 1. We want 2 hung up. I mean, I can do that. And so that means to me. No, that's not going to work. Because then 1 will come this way. So not only do I have to figure out how to get the car out here, I have to switch their order. Yeah, that just doesn't work at all. What if I did that? No, same problem. 1 tries to turn. Um, I was thinking maybe a loop around here, but no, because then both cars are going to get the loop. Boy, too bad I can't put down my own swing arm. I did find a somebody who's at least attempted this before, but I don't think his solution is or his attempt is going to work. Yeah, I need 1 more track to turn car 2 around. Basically, to have 1 wait here, but then car 2 is just going to slide off the end here. I mean, I'll push play to show you what I mean. And if I could switch this while the trains were moving, I'd be great, but I can't. And I have 4 tracks left, which means somehow I have to turn this around in 4 tracks. And I don't think it can be done. Because, I try to set up a loop and I'm missing a track. The loop would totally work, but I'm missing a track to do it. And you can't connect to these tracks with the brown, or I guess the light brown ties underneath. Only these tracks with the sort of symmetrical ties that you place yourselves. The guy that I found that did solve it set up a loop here, not because he cared about the loop, but because somehow 2 would get sent up there, and I don't see how that works. Oh, no, there, because that way he could do that, and then 2 could be sent up the proper way. All right, so I'm no longer the first solve on the internet of that level. But it's a good level. And the other solve I found had all, I assume Chinese, might have been Japanese characters, or Korean for that matter. All right, so 1's just going to do that. 2. What am I missing? I have a piece of track left, so I've got to be missing something. Let's try this. Oh, that's what I'm missing. No, because that'll send 2 that way. What if instead we do that? No, because then they'll both crash. And I can't send 2 back around that way again. Something like that is going to be the answer. I think that's just the opposite of what we just did. Yeah. Hmm. So 2 goes off. That's not going to work. What I was thinking is maybe stick 2 under there, but it wouldn't work because the arm would go back down. How do we delay 1 just enough? I mean, that's not it. That's what we had. I thought maybe I could get 1 ahead of 2 and then that way and then figure something out. I don't think that changes anything. Problem is really just that I have to dispose of 1. That would sort of work if, well, no, it wouldn't because 2 will go this way. I was thinking maybe I could send 2 straight and loop it around, but that's not going to work. As it stands, they'll crash in the tunnel. Ooh, I got a achievement for that. Too dark. No, that won't do it because that'll send 2 along. Huh. No, that's back where we were. I mean, that'll crash him in the tunnel again. Darn, I didn't get that achievement again. All right, so we know we have to turn 2 around. So 2 is going to have to look something like that. Wait, that might be it. No, they crash. No, that's not going to do it either. Boy, I'm stymied by I have to fit all of what I'm turning in here. I mean, something has to connect here, but I'm not sure how to do that. And then I'm out of, because this would actually work. Oh, no, it wouldn't because they'd crash there. Huh. This is me thinking. I did get some help, but I'm still trying to figure out how to apply that. Somehow he made a loop here. Is that it? Send 1. Hopefully, and 2, yeah, and then 2 should be past there before 1 gets there. All right, so when I said I had to fit the whole turn in that 2 spaces, I guess I was right. All right, so we know. Okay, I want to see what this does. I feel like it's not going to work. Yep, it didn't work. Although I feel like it would if 2 hit this while 1 was here. So let's try that. can't hit that. We need to go over another one. And the only way to go over another one is to go over this twice, which we could do, but then how do we keep that from just being an infinite loop? So clearly we need to, we can't hit 1 twice because the 1 can't get here. Boy, I don't even know where to start with this one. Let's put this back, but I think we're just going to be stuck in an infinite loop. There should be an achievement for infinite loop. Another game that I play that would be a terrible YouTube video, but it's one I've been playing for a couple of months. And people have made videos about it, but I feel like it's a terrible YouTube video. Anyway, it gives an achievement for infinite loops. Boy, I really don't see how I can have 2 hit the latch, you know, and I can't like turn this off because you can't attach turns to this sort of track. Boy, I am really just stymied here. Is there a way I can hit this twice without causing an infinite loop? Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I'm onto something here. Okay, that's not it. I need to basically do the same thing. Cause this to go through twice. So like that? That's not right. Let's see if that's it. If it is, I didn't get help. Holy crap, I did it. You know, puzzle games are like this. They do, I mean, I'm a small channel. Oh, I got a achievement. Southbound. Oh, that's for doing the entire level 3 or world 3. I think we already saw that picture. Oh, yeah, we did. We did when we did the not bonus worlds. Anyway, if you did enjoy this, I'm going to be attempting World 4 in the next video. So join us for that. Subscribe to the video if you'd like this. Like it, comment it. And we will see you in the next one. Have fun, Internet.